Hi, welcome to the Focused Brains channel. Today we are doing assertions and reasons of geography chapter resources and development. Stay tuned for more MCQs and assertions and reasons of this chapter. For now, let's get started.
Question 1 Assertion. Resources are free gifts of nature. Reason. Resources like soil, air, water are easily available in nature. The right option is E. Both assertion and reason are false. Explanation for this is resources are not free gifts of nature but are present due to interaction of human beings with nature, technology and institution. They are a function of human activities. They transform material available in our environment into resources. Question 2 Assertion. Resources are vital for human survival as well as for maintaining the quality of life. Reason. It was believed that resources are free gifts of nature. The right option is B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is resources are not free gifts of nature and they are a function of human activities. Human beings themselves are essential components of resources. They transform material available in our environment into resources and use them. For example, water is a natural resource. It becomes a resource only when this water is used to produce electricity or to irrigate the fields. Question 3 Assertion. Indiscriminate exploitation of resources has led to global ecological crises such as global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution, and land degradation. Reason. Resources contribute to the development of mankind. The right option is B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is this is right that resources contribute to the development of mankind, but indiscriminate use of resources led to many problems. An equitable distribution of resources has become essential for sustained quality of life and global peace. If the present trend of resource depletion by a few individuals and countries continues, the future of our planet is in danger. Question 4 Assertion. Resource planning is an easy process in India. Reason. Resource planning involves planning structure, identification of resources across the regions of the country. The right option is E. Both assertion and reason are false. Explanation for this is resource planning is not an easy task but a very complex process as it involves surveying, mapping, quantitative and qualitative estimation and measurement of the resources. Moreover, technology, skill and institutional setup is also necessary for implementing resource development plans. Matching the resource development plans with overall national development plans is also an important part of the resource planning. Question 5 Assertion. The availability of resources is not the only necessary condition for the development of any region. Reason. Not only availability of resources but also corresponding change in technology is necessary for the development of any region. The right option is A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is mere availability of resources in the absence of corresponding changes in technology and institution may hinder the development. Thus, both resources and advanced technologies contribute in the development of a region. Question 6 Assertion. Mere the availability of resources is not only the necessary condition for the development of any region. Reason. The history of colonization reveals that rich resources in colonies were the main attractions for the foreign invaders. The right option is B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is mere availability of resources in absence of corresponding changes in technology and institutions may hinder development. There are many regions in our country that are rich in resources, but these are included in economically backward regions and vice versa. Also, the presence of resources was not the only attraction for foreign invaders, but good atmosphere, easy availability of labor were also the points of attraction. Thus, both the assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Question 7. Assertion. Resource conservation at various levels is important. Reason. Irrational consumption and overutilization of resources may lead to socio-economic and environmental problems. The right option is A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is resource conservation is very important because even the little misuse or overconsumption of resources led to major problems. Moreover, resources are not meant to satisfy the greed of individuals. So, resource conservation is very important at every level. Question 8. Assertion. Land is a natural resource of utmost importance. Reason. Land can be used for various purposes. The right option is A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is a correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is land is a natural resource of utmost importance as it supports human life and wildlife, economic activities like agriculture, mining, transport, and communication system. Moreover, land is also an asset of finite magnitude. Question 9. Assertion. India has varied relief features, landforms, climatic regimes, and vegetation types. Reason. These have been deposited by three important Himalayan river systems, the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra. The right option is B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is assertion refers to the various leaf features that are helpful in the formation of soil. However, reason refers to the formation of alluvial soil. The northern plains are formed by the alluvial deposits brought by the rivers, the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra. Question 10. Assertion. Controlling on mining activities does not control land degradation. Reason. Land degradation occurred in states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh due to overgrazing but not by mining. The right option is D. Assertion is false but reason is true. Explanation for this is assertion is false because we can control land degradation by controlling mining activities. Because mining sites are abandoned after evacuation work, this results in overburdening. Moreover, not the mining activities in the above mentioned states but the overgrazing led to land degradation. Question 11. Assertion. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. Reason. Soil supports different types of living organisms on earth. The right option is A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is soil is a living system. Soil helps to grow plants, supports natural vegetation, and economic activities like agriculture. Its universal usage proves that it is the most important renewable natural resource. Question 12. Assertion. Alluvial soil is ideal for the growth of paddy, wheat, cereal, and pulse crops. Reason. Alluvial soil is well known for its capacity to hold moisture. The right option is C. Assertion is true but reason is false. Explanation for this is alluvial soil contains adequate proportion of potash, lime and phosphoric acid which are ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, wheat, cereal and pulse crops. Not the water holding capacity but the adequate proportion of the nutrients present in this soil makes it ideal for the growth of wheat, paddy and pulses. Question 13. Assertion. Black soils are black in color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. Reason. They develop deep cracks during hot weather. The right option is D. Assertion is false but reason is true. Explanation for this is assertion is false because not the black soil but the red soils are red in color due to diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks. Moreover, it is right for black soils that they develop cracks during hot weather, which helps in the proper aeration of soil. Question 14. Assertion. Laterite soils are not very fertile because it lacks microorganism. Reason. They are made suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of manures and fertilizers. The right option is A. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is a correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is humus content in laterite soil is low because most of the microorganisms, particularly the decomposers like bacteria, get destroyed due to high temperature. Laterite soils are suitable for cultivation with heavy doses of manures and fertilizers. Question 15. Arid soil is unsuitable for cultivation. Reason. Arid soil is generally sandy in texture and saline in nature. It restricts the filtration of water. The right option is C. Assertion is true but reason is false. Explanation for this is due to dry climate and high temperature, evaporation is faster and the soil lacks humus and moisture. That is why it becomes unfit for cultivation. Question 16. Assertion. Proper discharge and disposal of industrial waste can reduce land degradation in suburban areas. Reason. In the states of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, over irrigation is responsible for land degradation. The right option is D. Assertion is false but reason is true. Explanation for this is proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluents and waste after treatment can reduce land degradation in industrial and suburban areas. Question 17. Assertion. Processes of soil formation and erosion goes simultaneously and generally there is a balance between the two. Reason. The denudation of the soil cover and the subsequent washing down is called soil erosion. The right option is B. Both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is assertion is about the soil formation and erosion and the relation between the two. But reason defines the process of soil erosion, so there is no link between these two statements. Question 18. Assertion. Terrace cultivation does not restrict erosion. Reason. Running water cuts through the clay soils and makes deep channels as gullies. This helps to cultivate crops. The right option is E. Both assertion and reason are false. Explanation for this is terraces out on slopes in forms of steps break up the force of wind, thus preventing erosion. Gullies render cultivation in those lands impossible. Question 19. Assertion. Running water cuts through the clay soils and make deep channels such as gullies. Reason. In the Chambal Basin, such lands are called wastelands. The right option is C. Assertion is true but reason is false. Explanation for this is reason is false because these gullies makes the land unfit for cultivation and such lands are called bad lands. In Chambal Basin, these lands are called ravines. Question 20. Assertion. Shelter belts help in conservation of soil. Reason. Shelter belts break up the force of wind. The right option is A. Both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Explanation for this is planting lines of trees in a row to create shelter is known as shelter belts. These shelter belts have contributed significantly to the stabilization of sand dunes and in stabilizing the desert in western India.